Hello, just your Eurobix back for another exciting review, and today is my first Iron Man 3 review. I was supposed to get all the sets today, but we had some conflicts with Kmart, and I'm very ticked off with them, and I'm not going to go into that detail. But for now, I just got this set. I'll hopefully be getting the sets on March 7th, but I'm not sure about that. And like I said, this is available at Kmart.com. I did the shop to site where they ship it to the site, but please do not order it from there because I faced some huge problems with it, and I don't want any of you guys facing it. So this is set number 76006. It's called the Iron Man Extremis Sea Port Battle, and it has 195 pieces, 3 minifigures, and its record fridge is 6 to 12. It's part of the Iron Man 3 sub-theme, which is a brand new sub-theme of the Marvel Superheroes line of Lego, and it does retail for $20 in the US. And now let's take a look at the packaging. You'll probably know this, but I love myself some new Marvel Superheroes boxes. I just love that artwork of the Mark 42 armor in Lego form right up there. These are the best. I forget the artist. I always forget the artist who draws them, but just he's so awesome. And then here's the corner right here for the Iron Man 3 logo. And on the side, they have that nice Mark 42 armor, like the real artistic depiction, which they do with all the other Marvel sets, and then on the back they show all the play features, which just looks awesome. And here's the comic book, and I'm not going to go into it because a lot of people already have, but I'm really bad at explaining these. And here's the back with all of the Marvel Superheroes figures so far. I'm amazed that they don't include the Thor minifigure because hopefully we'll get some Thor 2 sets later this year, hopefully around the Hobbit time. But yeah, here's basically all the figures for the Marvel line. Even the new Iron Man figures, and then here is the instruction booklet, kind of thick, and on the back they do have an advertisement for the new Marvel Superheroes game. So here's the first figure, which is Tony Stark in his Mark 42 armor. I love that gold finish all around it. The only part without gold finish are these 2 hands, but otherwise all the other stuff has gold finish. I just love the printing on the torso and on the legs, which is just an amazing job by Lego. And of course we have these little blue cylinders to make it look like he's flying, and blue studs on his hands. And you can lift up the helmet like with all the other Iron Man figures, and it reveals his face. I'm pretty sure this helmet part is a different gold color than the Avengers sets. And here is the gold finish on the back with the back torso printing, which is just phenomenal. Love it. And you can take off the helmet to reveal his back printing for his face. So here is War Machine, and I totally forgot the guy who uses a War Machine suit, but there are some amazing printing on his torso right there. You can see that. Some nice silver finish, and on his leg piece, and you could lift his helmet up just like with the Iron Man. We'll get to his face in a second. And mine is a little bit damaged on the side. I don't know why it came that way, sadly, but you guys could barely see that. And then on the back, does have this little, I guess, I forgot what it's called, but it's basically the gun for the War Machine, which comes out of his back, and that just looks awesome. So here's War Machine without his helmet and his gun, and he is black, which I think Lego should definitely make a lot more black minifigures, because I'm not going to call him African American or anything, because I never thought that was a good term. He's just black. So Lego is dealing with the situation pretty well because they have been making a lot of black minifigures, and we do need racial diversity in our little Lego city or whatnot. And here is the back, and he's kind of mad at that face, and then his back torso printing is actually very detailed considering that the gun usually covers it up. And here's the last minifigure, Aldrich Killian, and he's the bad guy of the set. And I just love that new torso printing for a business suit. We definitely need more business suits. And he does have a glow-in-the-dark face, which I'll get into later. And basically the Hawkeye hair, as I call it, because it's that caramel kind of combed or slicked back hair. Then he does have kind of minimalistic back printing on his torso. And he does have an alternate face where he's kind of has red lines and veins going through his face. And the minifigure is glow in the dark, but for some reason you guys can't see that. So here are the 2 parts of the set, this little buoy I guess, and this boat. So the first part of the set is this buoy, or I'm not really sure what they call it. And it does have 2 stickers that say JC82 on both sides. And here's just a 360 view of that. And the play feature of this is that you press this down and the top flies off. There's not really much to the top except that. And then here is the inside, and it's basically just this tile. And here's the last part of the set, and this is Aldrich's boat, I'm guessing. I'm not really entirely sure of it. And here's a 360 view of that. And the back part actually has a cool play feature, which I'll get into later. And there's some nice detail there where I guess someone could stay on there even though it's kind of subless. And if you look on the front, there is this little, I guess, I'm not really sure what they call it, but it's basically like, I call it the mouth of the boat, to be honest. And there's some nice venting details right there. And then on the side, there are 2 stickers, one right there, one right there. They weren't really hard to put on, and I usually take pride in putting my stickers on perfectly. So yeah, there's that. And here's the inside. There's actually a lot of room in there, considering it's just like a small boat, and I think you could fit like 1 or 2 or even 3 minifigures standing up in there. Aldrich just could go right there. And you can take off this part to reveal the control panel, which has a sticker. Not really that bad of a sticker. Has a control panel like detail on it. Then if you go top here, there's like the 10 rings, or I'm not really sure how many rings there are. And that's the detail right there. And that's a sticker itself. But the coolest play feature, I actually think this is the best Flick and Fire missile play feature they've had in a while. Where if you push this down, the missiles fire. So it's like that. And I'm not really trying, but they can go really far on this one. So I think that's one of the best implemented Flick and Fire missiles, considering all the other ones are just like you have to manually flick. Then you can take off the front of the boat, and it reveals just basically dynamite. And you could stick a minifigure in there, but it wouldn't really turn out well. So you'd stick it in there and put it right there. So I guess you can make a minifigure hide in there, and that's really it for the set. And then here is the bottom part. Not much there. Overall, I actually like the set a lot better than I did a week ago, which was when we first started getting really good pictures of the set. That's because the War Machine figure is just awesome. I love the Iron Man figure, even though he's not exclusive to this set. And Aldrich is actually not that bad of a figure. I especially like his torso and his glow-in-the-dark head. And that actual boat isn't as bad as it first looked to me, because it actually has a lot of qualities like a speedboat. And I really do love boats, especially Lego boats. And this definitely isn't one of the weaker ones. And that buoy part actually is a nice throw-in, and so I do rate this set a 9.25 out of 10. I love the price point. These $20 Marvel superhero sets are just fantastic. And I'll see you guys next time, hopefully with another Iron Man 3 review. Bye.